And then Sunday was the outdoor bazaar. Thousands of people are selling anything and everything. A person couldn't imagine what more you could want than what they had there. They had everything there, and there was so much to see. One of the things I saw was that 90 out of 100 people have 1, 2, or many, many more gold teeth. And everyone sells something, the mom, the dad, the kids, the old people. And another thing I saw, that so many of the men have high cheekbones, like the Tibetan people. Then we saw the ladies with the scarves, and many, many ladies with red hennaed hair, and some of them with bright yellow hair also. I didn't like it at all, and I thought, God, lady, you have such gorgeous black hair, and so long, and then you henna it, and it looks terrible. The ladies wear scarves, capes, flip-flop shoes, high heels, and long dresses. Some dresses are made out of a velvet material with designs that are etched out of the material. It's very nice, and they have vests and earrings, and most of the men are with beards and suits, and the suits are a size too big. They're big. I don't know where they get them. They do sell old clothes at every market I've seen, but do you think if you'd buy somebody's old suit that you'd buy it at least to fit you? They have baggy pants, and they have shirts and ties. But all their clothes look so old and threadbare, and they wear the choka hats and the floppy shoes. Now here we see, now I'm going to say huge pictures of President Sparmurat Niyazov. We see these. I mean, these are huge. It's not 10 foot by 20 feet. They are huge on every building, political buildings and non-political buildings. And he is in all different poses, always smiling, looking at you and smiling. And we can see the hillsides. They're planted with trees and trees and trees. And then for miles and miles and miles, you see the rubber hoses watering the trees. So now we leave, and we're going to fly to Uzbekistan. And we're in the airport. And 3 little girls sitting by their mama. They're looking at us. And Betty and I are smiling. And they're trying to keep from smiling. And Betty and I are drawing stick pictures of them. And then they see it. And then they giggle and giggle. They're so cute. Now, another thing. The land here has so much salt in it, and it really is a problem. They irrigate the plants so much that the water goes down and the salt comes up. Can you imagine? Every year they leach out the salt, and they say that that is really a big job. So we're going on the plane, but you cannot believe how dirty and decrepit the plane was. I have never been on such an old, dirty plane like that one in my life. But everything you touched, I touched the tray, it fell on the floor. You touched the armrest, it fell apart from the thing. Everything was falling apart. And the carpet was all holes there. Your foot got caught in it. But we got juice and a sugar cookie. And the 2 stewardesses were absolutely spotless. I don't know how they stayed so clean on that dirty plane. So we went by bus, and it took hours to go through the 2 borders. I mean hours to get to Uzbekistan. And at Khiva, we stayed at the Muhammad Amin Madrasa Hotel. It's in the walled old city. And these rooms were used for students of the religion. They're not large, and they're sparse, but they're very clean, and there's a huge tiled bathroom. And every time you turn on the water, it would spurt out thick brown stuff before it got going good. So Betty and I had a few shirts that were splattered and her wonderful skirt to wear in the desert. But you'd think that we'd know, learn, learn, learn. If you're going to turn it on slowly. Oh, God, we laughed so much about that. The city was so wonderful to walk in. They had cool weather, bright, wonderful sun, vendors everywhere, and the old walls and the high stairs, the mosques, the minarets, and just a wonderful place for taking pictures. There was lots and lots of high stairs, and there was sweet young ladies trying to sell mittens and house slippers. Now, I haven't seen a mitten since I was in grade school. I live in the South. We went through the museums, and today, oh gosh, I saw a beggar, an old man, the first I have seen on this trip. And I passed him by. But then I thought better of it, and I went back, and I gave him 1,000 llamas. I think that's about $1. It is hard to know what to give, but it should help him anyway. And anyway, I certainly felt better. The cemeteries are above the ground. Well, here they are anyway. They're cement and they're like a Kwanzaa type. It looks like you could bake bread in them. Honest to gosh. Some of them are whitewashed. Most of them are not, and they look neglected, and they are neglected. Poplar trees are all over the place. You got to remember, if each family that has a son, when the son is born, they have to plant 40 poplar trees. So there has to be millions of them around. Then there's the mulberry trees with the silk cocoon so necessary for life for these people. They grow apples, cherries, apricots, peach trees, wheat, rice, and white gold, which is the long cotton, and of course vegetables and grapes and fruits.